Back here at home, brand new Fox News polls show former President Trump has the swing state edge over President Biden. He is leading by 2 points in Michigan, even though Biden won the state back in 2020. And in North Carolina, Trump has a 5-point lead over the president. Marjorie Steele is a Michigan resident, and Brian Jodis is a North Carolina resident. He's a dad, and they both join me now. Marjorie, what's your reaction? This polling in Michigan between Biden and Trump is within the margin of error, so they are neck and neck with Trump having the slight edge. Does that surprise you?
Not terribly. With the toxic development of the mega sites that our local economic development corporation, Pure Michigan, along with a lot of legislators under the Whitmer administration, backed by the Biden administration, have been pushing, have gotten a lot of negative feedback, particularly from Republicans, but honestly on a bipartisan basis. I think that both candidates over the last couple of years have lost a lot of supporters to third parties as well.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, because we just showed the polling with third-party candidates, Marjorie, added to it. Donald Trump at 42% when you put in the third-party candidates as well. Joe Biden at 37%, RFK Jr. 11%, Jill Stein at 3%, and Cornel West at 2%. So according to these latest numbers, it looks like those third-party candidates are pulling more from Biden than Donald Trump. What's your reaction to that?
Again, for the reasons that I just mentioned, I'm not terribly surprised. A lot of the, let me just put it this way, a lot of the policy promises that were made by the Biden administration, the way that they have been being rolled out are, let's just say they're not nearly as planet friendly or as friendly to local economies as Biden voters hoped last season. Not speaking for all of them, but again, I think that's why you see a big swing towards the independent.
Okay. Brian, let's head on over to North Carolina, where you are, and Trump is now up by 5 points. It was much tighter in 2020. What do you think the reason is for that?
Well, I think after 4 years, people get a little tired. It's hard for incumbents, but also you can look around and just see the issues at hand today. And I think it resonates with voters. Look, for me, from a macro standpoint, I'm concerned about a lot of things. Our world standing on the international stage with a president who thinks he meets with international leaders who passed away years ago. That's a little worrisome. Our safety and security of the borders with terrible community-killing drugs pouring in. That's a little worrisome. Homeless veterans, brothers, sons, fathers killing themselves at incredible rates. That's worrisome. And then from a micro standpoint, right, as a dad, as a husband, look, we are blessed beyond belief, but we feel the impacts of inflation, higher prices, and communities that are in trouble. And honestly, it's probably the same across my entire state, and especially in rural North Carolina, where you've got farmers that are feeling the impacts of higher prices and cost to do business. Yeah. And so people look around and they think there might be a better way.
Yeah, you're right. And in North Carolina, the #1 issue of extreme importance is the economy. Brian, age has become a big topic of conversation. It always has been, but especially with this Robert Hur report that just came out. Will age of the candidates factor into who you vote for?
Both of those candidates are up there in age. If President Biden was his current age but showed more cognitive ability to understand where he was and what he was talking about, it could be a different story. But there's been a rapid decline. You don't need me to tell you. You can see it. If you just look at the thing he says and the way he carries himself, he, to me, does not look physically, mentally, and honestly spiritually fit to be president anymore.
Well, you're right. It's not really about age. It's about condition. And that's what everybody's really talking about. Marjorie, Brian, thank you so much for joining us this morning to break down these new poll numbers. We appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.